Imagine checking into an aging hotel late at night. The receptionist hands you your key and looks you in the eye. He gives you a single, explicit warning. If anyone knocks on your door tonight, do not open it. This is exactly what happens to Amit, a businessman traveling for work. He takes the key to room 307, hears the old manager out, and dismisses the warning as local superstition. We are looking at a flowchart of standard horror movie behavior. When presented with a midnight knock, audiences intuitively expect a horror vacuum. They wait for the protagonist to make an irrational choice, driven by morbid curiosity or sudden panic, taking them right into a trap. Amit rejects that path. As a modern protagonist, his immediate reflex is to default to pure logic. He isn't going to stumble into danger out of panic. He is going to analyze his way out. This setup creates a unique stress test. We are pitting human rationality directly against a supernatural threat, using logic as the ultimate survival tool. The real tension here lies in watching a calm, calculating mind attempt to outsmart a trap designed to prey on irrational fear. The hotel is dead silent. Amit is safely inside room 307, and the clock on the nightstand ticks closer to 3:07 a.m. At exactly that minute, the silence breaks. 3 distinct, heavy knocks hit the wood. The threat is suddenly physical, standing right in the hallway. Then comes the bait. Immediately after the pounding stops, a young woman's voice filters through the wood. She is crying, begging for someone to open the door, claiming she is being chased. The entity outside is deploying a highly specific manipulation tactic. By mimicking a vulnerable person in distress, the threat attempts to weaponize Amit's own empathy, urging him to abandon the manager's logical warning in favor of a rescue attempt. This forces a split-second, emotionally charged decision. The trap relies on defeating the victim psychologically, forcing them to open the door themselves before it ever has to lay a finger on them. Amit feels the pull of empathy, but he holds his ground. Instead of reaching for the doorknob, he stays quiet and observes his environment. Looking closely at the gap beneath the doorframe, he makes a crucial observation. There is a shadow cast across the threshold, and it is perfectly still. This blueprint maps Amit's room and the hallway. The solid block outside represents the stationary shadow, but the crying voice actively bounces around the corridor. This auditory visual dissonance, where sensory inputs clash, serves as definitive logical proof the scene is an illusion. Trusting his deduction, Amit backs away. The sounds eventually stop, and he makes it safely to dawn. By correctly applying observational logic, he completely neutralizes the unseen threat, surviving the night without a scratch. Morning arrives. Amit walks down to the reception desk, confident and unharmed, to tell the old manager exactly how he survived the night. The manager goes pale. Without a word, he slides an old photograph across the desk. Amit immediately recognizes the young woman in the picture as the voice from the hallway. She was murdered in room 307 exactly 10 years ago. This fits the standard structure of a ghost story resolution. The protagonist's terrifying experience is historically validated. The existence of the ghost is confirmed, and the hero gets to walk away safely. Then, the manager opens the hotel's guest register to check the ledger for room 307. Amit's name is written clearly on the page. However, the ink is heavily faded. The date beside his signature shows that the entry was logged exactly 10 years ago. Right beneath his decade-old signature is a single handwritten sentence.